kids, it's Hyperdellic. Today, we've got a little something new and a little something special. It's Jada Toys with some more awesome figures. This time, Scooby-Doo. And I've already heard it done. This is not an original joke of my own, but Scooby-Doo, where are you? Dude, what is going on with this? How come we didn't get Scooby in the first wave? I know why. They wanted to suck us in. That's why. They're like, no, you don't get Scoob until the second wave. You gotta buy all these first. I didn't buy the entire first wave. The only one that I'm missing is the Creeper. And I might pick him up later, but I really wanted the Mummy. I do not have a Mummy in any of my collections. The Creeper, he's not my favorite, bad guy character. I mean, he's iconic, I know, but meh. Anyways, these look phenomenal. Right down to like all this little like the ghost effect on the windows. The box art is phenomenal. Look at those. Look at that. That is very nice. Very, very cool. Jada does a really good job. Like a really good job. I don't know why more people aren't buying these. No, I'm sure these things are flying out. Like, these were very well received and extremely anticipated. I've been super excited for these. And we did see at Comic-Con this year, 2025, that the next wave definitely does have Scooby-Doo in it. And I will be getting him. There's that cool alien monster, too. That one looks like a must-have. It looks pretty awesome. Actually, all the figures in that wave look really good. Really good. So, yeah, dude, I'm really excited. I feel like these are interchangeable with, like, the new Ghostbuster figures from Mondo as well. Like, they seem like they're about the same size. Of course, they don't cost as much as the Mondo figures. So, like, you can do some cool mixing and matching with these. I was going to wait until October to open these, but I just can't. I've got to do them now because I'm so excited for them. And I need to play with them. I need to. So without further ado, I want to show you the bottom of the boxes so that you can get all the artist info. And, well, they don't really do artist info here at Jada, but, all your other info on there. If you need it, there it is. All right. We're going to bust these open. Let's do this. I'll see you on the other side of this transition.
Hyperdellic.
All right, and we're back, and I'm amazed. I'm gonna be honest. Shaggy is not my favorite figure, but I really do like what they've done here, and I do think he's probably one of the best, if not the best, Shaggy figure that anybody has ever attempted. My only gripe is the shirt. I'm not a big fan of how how he has the diaphragm cut in the middle of the shirt. I probably would have accepted having either all a shirt over a diaphragm, or like having the entire shirt over his diaphragm, or not having a diaphragm cut at all and just having a waist cut somewhere, like maybe underneath a shirt. But I mean, the look is still nice. To my eye, there is a difference between this material and this material, but I would say at a distance on a shelf, it's still going to look phenomenal. He is obviously victim of the amazing articulation that Jada has going on. This is such a fun, like, I love this neck. Like, the neck is just so good. Like, it doesn't have a massive amount of range, but there is enough play to where you can get some very interesting looking, situations going. Zoinks, screw. Like, I can feel like he's here. Okay, so he does have a bunch of beautiful articulation points. The neck is one of them. The diaphragm is there. It looks like he can go 360. Yep, he can go 360 with that diaphragm. The arms go all the way around. Let's see if he T-poses out. T-pose is not bad. Actually, he does way better than he needs to. Way better. And then it looks like right there at the inside of the sleeve is an articulation point. He is double jointed at the elbows with no pins anywhere to be seen. Come down to the wrist. We've got a wrist swivel with a rocker and pin situation. I prefer it when the pin is on the hand. I don't like how McFarlane does their pins. Those are kind of annoying. It's weird. Like, you break that pin, you can't just like get a different hand. It's done. You're done. All right, so we're moving down, and it looks as though there is waist articulation, and that's kind of nice. It's classic. Well, I say classic. I mean, Jada's been making figures since like last year, but well, maybe a couple years now, 2, 3. But yeah, that's their usual ball waist, kind of like a GI Joe figure, which is nice. Sorry. Come down, and he also has a hip cut, or well, thigh cut, I guess. Let's see. He does the splits perfectly. He can do a Van Damme. Punk with Toys would be happy about that. Come on down. He's got a double jointed knee, and man, look at the range on that knee, dude. That is outstanding. Foot, pretty good. Foot's pretty good. They really do a good job with the articulation. I really do like what Jada does. The one thing that these figures don't have, and okay, so like I remember seeing these in the display photos for Comic-Con last year, and he had some cell shading painted on, and I am so glad that they decided to not go with that cell shading. All right, so Shaggy Rogers, Shaggy Rogers, because that's his name, Roger, Shaggy Rogers. Like his last name is Rogers. I don't remember what his. I remember I think he has a different first name. It's not Shaggy, obviously, but I can't remember what the heck it is. It used to be. There was an old cartoon called A Pup Named Scooby-Doo, and they called him by that name all the time. But one of his accessories here is a box of Scooby Snacks, and you get a Scooby Snack, right? So I dig that. That's awesome. Put that in his fingers. Aha. He also comes with 2 open hands. Right, so these are the gripping hands. And then he comes with these 2 open hands. They're alright. I don't think I need them for anything. I think the gripping hands are the best. And then the last thing he comes with is a spare head. And it's a scared face. So like, oh, that looks weird. I'm not even gonna say what it looks like. But yeah. Come on, Jada. What the heck? Anyways, but there's the scared Shag, right? So, I like it. I like it a lot. Like, I really do. Like, the longer I'm playing with these, the more I am digging the heck out of these. Like, they are really good. Of course, he's having a little trouble standing. Now, I'm with the arms out, the Mummy was a little top heavy, but if you position it right, you can get him to where he's not having any issues. We're gonna make him look like he's gonna be running away from the Mummy in a second here. Let's see if we can get him to stay. I mean, they're pretty stable figures too. I'm not like the feet are nice and chunky, so like. Do that. He's funny. You know, I'm going to turn him a little bit. That way you don't see the shirt too much. Let's see. Can we get him? Yeah, we'll do that. That looks good. All right. So now let's talk about the Mummy. The Mummy. Mummy's like my favorite here. This is phenomenal. Like, this is such a chunky and like good solid figure too. It's got some real heft to it. Right? It has an articulated little flappy thing on the back of the head. That's funny and kind of cool. If you look, the eyes are painted. That's pretty cool too. I like it. The head gets some decent articulation. It also has a double neck, but it doesn't look like that second neck piece does much. It seems to be maybe hindered by this piece, and it looks like that's all separate. He has butterfly joints up on top, right? Good 360. Let's see how he T-poses out. So he's pretty much almost a straight T-pose. Like, you could just go straight to the T. Let's see if he can do the Van Damme. Oh yeah, look at that. That is that Jada articulation. Oh, that's great too. The strand that's on the leg is articulated as well. That's fantastic. All right, so we'll move on back up. He's got a diaphragm. Now this one, it's so good because all of those articulation points are kind of hidden, right? Like there's an articulation point there, here. I mean, it's where all of the mummy wrappings are. So that's brilliant. Like they did a great job. Like that is fantastic. He can do that. Look at that. That is such a good figure. Like these figures are so good. It's almost as if like no figure has the right to be this good. I don't know. I've never and I don't try to be like a fanboy of Jada. That one's a little tight as far as joints go. But I can't help it because this is phenomenal. Now, I'm going to say this much. These joints are really stiff. And I don't want to break it, but I kind of trust Jada. But holy cow, look at that. Look at that. I mean, that's better than butt kicking. I mean, he almost goes past his own butt. They're all double jointed, pinless. It's fantastic. He's got a hip cut, right? Double knee, ankle. Does just like Shaggy. Crazy great articulation in the feet. Crazy great. And then he's got a double jointed elbow, and this thing that goes across is such a cool feature. Like that's a really creative touch. I freaking love it. Right? Okay, so what does Mummy Boy come with? He's the mummy of Ankha? I think it's Ankha. I don't really know how you say it, but Ankha. We're going to just go with Ankha. Right? Wait, let's see. Yeah, Ankha. I was reading the box. So he comes with a couple of accessories. He comes with the head, because obviously they have to demask him. And then he comes with this thing that you wrap around his neck. He also comes with 2 fists, but I'm going to keep them in these hands because that's like, my mummy. So here, we're going to pop his head off real quick, I think. I hope. Yeah, we did. And then we're going to pop this on the neck. It looks like it goes like that, so that it looks like a mask. And then we're going to pop his head on. Now, I have almost zero intentions of displaying him like this. Right? He is going to be a mummy first, foremost, and always. Right? So we're going to go back to the mummy head. It's not a bad head. I mean, and if you like that whole, like, if it wasn't for those nosy kids and that dog of theirs, right? But yes, I mean, look at that. How great is that? It is great, is what. It's so good. It's so good. Holy crud. That is an excellent set of figures right there. The only thing we're missing is Scoob, and maybe a giant sandwich. All right, we're gonna wrap this part up, and we're gonna do some final thoughts. I'll meet you on the other side of this transition. All right, final thoughts time. Oh boy. So, I'm gonna try and give these 2 separate ratings. Okay. I think that the Mummy is a 9.8. It is an excellent figure. It is amazing. I don't see any flaws in it. However, it is pretty basic. It's very white, but the sculpt is very detailed. And there are a lot of nice paint application details to it. As you can see, there is definitely a wash making those colors pop. And well, I'll show you a little bit more, closer up here. But I'm gonna give him a 9.8. I'm gonna give Shaggy a 9, but just because, 9.5, because of that shirt. The shirt is the only thing about the Shaggy figure that bugs me. Everything else is on point. It is phenomenal and beautiful and really well done. There is not a lot of spray or shading with the Shag figure. Nor do I think I don't think it needs it. I think that these figures should remain somewhat basic, kind of like a cel-painted cartoon, especially from the 70s and early 80s. Oh yeah, this nails it all the way. I love these figures. I think they are fantastic. when Jada announced that they were doing these, I was like, nobody asked for these, but I still want them. So, I mean, you know, who doesn't love Scooby-Doo? And like, honestly, like, I've become a big fan of just Jada in general. Jada has been doing some amazing action figures, and I love to like just get a hold of some of them. Like, I was tempted to buy some of the Cyberpunk ones, but I'm not really into Cyberpunk at all. So it would have kind of been, you know, a waste of my, you know, finances and my budget for toys. But I did buy some Mega Man, and I did buy Street Fighter, and I'm definitely into this line. I'm really excited for them to put out Invincible figures from the Amazon series and Image Comics. I believe it's Image Comics that does Invincible. Fantastic show, fantastic series, fantastic comic. I've read a few of the comics. They were really dark. They are some messed up storylines. But that's what I love about that series. What I love about Scooby-Doo is that it is wholesome, but still spooky and fun. There is a lot to love about just this toy line in general. I've seen reviews on the Creeper, and honestly, I'm tempted to get him. We'll see, though. If I can pick him up in the wild at a few of the places that I know I can pick up figures like that out in the wild, I'm going to try. But I really hope that this line does well. I know they already announced a Daphne figure. I don't know if I'm gonna get the whole team, but I'm definitely gonna get Scoob. I'm tempted to get Velma. I'm sure Velma's gonna be great. Daphne looks fantastic as well. So I don't know, like it's so hard. I don't need to keep adding more like toy lines to my collection. But it's so hard when Jada just does something like this. Like, it's just so hard to say no. You know, it's like, I gotta work that in there somewhere. It's gotta fit into my budget. I've already gotten most of the Street Fighter figures that I want. I'm really mainly just a Street Fighter 2 fan, so you know, most of that collection going further is going to be wasted on me. I may pick up a few of those figures here and there, but it's not going to be a focus of mine. I still love that whole toy line. I think they're phenomenal. So, I mean, we'll see what the future holds for any of that. I think what holds for the future is I'm definitely buying a bunch, if not the entire next wave. I'm on the fence about picking up Daphne, but the two monsters that come with that wave and Scooby all look really good. So, I mean, all in on this one too. But having said all of that, I'm going to tell you guys that I love you, and I appreciate y'all coming in and checking out my video. Thank you for watching my review of Shaggy Rogers and the Mummy of Ankha. And I hope that you have a wonderful day. Remember to do all the YouTube-y stuff, like, subscribe, turn on notifications, become a member, throw me a super chat, do whatever you can. Hit me up. If you have questions, hit me up. I pretty much answer everybody who comments. So just ask any of the people who've been watching me for the last couple of years. I like reaching out to everybody in the community. It's fun. I've made a lot of friends. So don't worry about reaching out to me. Do it. You know, you want to say hi? Say hi. All right. Well, I guess that's it. You guys have a great one. I love y'all. Don't forget to tell your mommy you love her.